But I thought he was gonna attack me.
So what you tell us is what we go based on. So if you get some of the stuff with the fire, this is a good time to just tell us that. That makes sense. This monster just got shot.
I'm not saying you're lying to us, but I'm just thinking maybe you're not telling us.
No, I'm telling you guys everything that I know.
When officers find a teenage girl linked to a murder and a burning house, they assume the case is open and shut. What they don't know is that the real story started long before the fire, and its shocking details are about to rattle the entire nation.
This is like a performance you're putting on for the camera?
No!
You like to watch all the courtroom dramas like you were last night on Facebook Live. Is this your performance for the camera? This is your performance for the camera so the jurors can see it, right?
Go ahead.
At around 5 a.m. on June 5th, 2018, a woman in Kenosha, Wisconsin glances out her window and notices flames rising from the roof of the small tan ranch house on the corner and dials 911.
What's going on there? Fire. House is burning. I get up in the morning.
The house on the corner of 78th Street and 14th Avenue is on fire?
Yes.
Do you see flames?
Yes. Everything is now on the flames.
Within 2 minutes, Kenosha police arrive at the burning house. Inside, they discover a severely charred body lying on the floor. A closer examination reveals 2 gunshot wounds to the head, confirming that this was not accidental. Dispatch records showed that earlier in the year, officers had been called to the same residence regarding a report of a runaway child. While the details of that call weren't immediately available, it did provide a name linked to the property: Randall Philip Volar III, commonly known as Randy. Detectives begin combing through the scorched house piece by piece. Empty liquor bottles are scattered across the floor. A half-eaten pizza was found in the fridge, and multiple hotel room key cards are found tossed aside. However, credit card records lead to a crucial clue. The night before the fire, Randy had paid for an Uber ride from Milwaukee to his home. When police track down the driver, he remembers his passenger clearly, a short black girl who called herself Chrystul. Neighbors tell police that a BMW is usually parked in Randy's driveway, but it's no longer there. The vehicle was later found abandoned in Milwaukee. Inside, investigators locate a receipt that leads them to a Family Dollar store, where security footage shows 4 teenagers driving the BMW. When questioned, one of the teens mentions that he has a sister named Chrystul Kizer. Investigators soon learn that 17-year-old Chrystul lives with her boyfriend, Delaney Nelson, in Silver Springs. The following morning, officers drive straight to their residence. They bring both of them in for questioning, not knowing that they're about to open the door to a case that would eventually spark a nationwide debate.
Let me ask you an easy, simple, straightforward question, okay? Have you ever been down to Kenosha?
No.
You've never been to Kenosha before in your life?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
No.
All right, I want you to think about that. Do you have family down here or anything?
No.
Okay, now listen, it's okay if you've been down to Kenosha. But this is my first real question. This is a good time, obviously, we want to start with honest stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably pretty easy, if you have been to Kenosha, it's probably easy for us to prove that you've been here. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So if you've been here, just let me know that now, that's not that big of a deal. So I'm gonna ask you, you know that you've been down here?
No.
You don't think you've ever been down here?
No.
You think you could have been down here and not know the name of the city?
I think. I'm not sure.
Okay, why is that?
Because I'm new here. I don't know all these places. I just stay in one spot.
Just on TV?
Yeah.
You've never been down to Great America? Well, again, I'm gonna be honest. Let's just start with you and Kenosha. All right. Obviously, we're Kenosha detectives. Are you interested in knowing why you're talking to Kenosha detectives?
Yeah.
Okay. So we believe that you've been down here before.
While detectives question Chrystul, Another unit is gathering background on 34-year-old Randy. They find out that he lived alone in a cramped 360-square-foot one-bedroom house. Randy's autopsy later revealed he had been born with missing fingers and toes and a right leg shorter than his left. Much of what detectives need, however, is already in police files. The runaway report dispatchers mentioned during the discovery of Randy's body was far more serious. It was part of an explicit adult crimes investigation that has been ongoing for months.
911, what's your emergency?
The case began with a 911 call just before 1 a.m. on February 12, 2018, about 4 months before Randy's murder. According to police reports, a 15-year-old girl called from Randy's house, claiming a man had given her drugs and was now going to kill her before she abruptly hung up. Officers found the girl wandering the streets. Her pupils were dilated, and it was clear she was under the influence. She later told police she had met Randy the year before, after he responded to an ad on Backpage.com, a site that had been shut down for its involvement in illegal activity. She said Volar paid her $250 for a night the first time they met when she was 14, and $100 each time after that. She told police he knew how old she was. In December 2017, the girl ran away from home and moved in with Randy. She also reported that Randy was assaulting other underage girls, a felony punishable by up to 40 years in state prison. But on the same day he was arrested, Randy was released. Records indicate he paid no bail and was told he would be summoned to court, a summons that never came. 12 days later, he was dead. The videos seized from Randy's home had been converted into still images to clearly show the faces of the girls involved, and in those files, they find Chrystul, arms wrapped around her body, smiling at the camera.
Willingly or unwillingly. But obviously we got bad people in town. And I'm going to ask you, because we're going to show you a picture, if this looks familiar with somebody that's down here in Kenosha. Okay? What do you think?
That's me.
Yeah?
I don't know how you got that picture.
No?
No,
Who do you think took that picture?
I don't know.
Well, this picture.
That's okay. I know you're obviously upset. We can tell that picture upset you. Does it upset you?
No,
Oh, it doesn't?
no.
What's that from?
Midpoint Hotel.
I'm sorry?
Midpoint Hotel in Milwaukee. It's a motel.
Okay, who took that picture?
I don't know.
We had another detective who was investigating some crimes that took place with a bad dude here in Kenosha. And when we looked into his case, we came across your pictures. Is that correct?
Mhm.
That was
So that's why I'm here, because of these pictures and this stuff.
partially. So I'm asking, do you remember being down at a guy's house here in Kenosha?
No.
You may not remember these photos being taken necessarily because I don't think you knew they were being taken. I think you were being recorded without your knowledge on a video camera. And we have some more, we have the video and
The video of what?
video of you that you were being recorded.
Oh.
And we just kind of made photos from some of the video. And there's more photos. I kind of want to bring in like the least shocking ones.
What was that?
You know what I mean?
No.
Well, just to say that some of the photos are a little more graphic.
Oh.
You know what I mean by that?
Mm-hmm.
So do you have any ideas who did that recording?
No.
It's like Josh said, we want to be straight with you, and we are being straight with you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a two-way street.
I know, but I don't know who took the picture or recorded it.
Although police hadn't identified all the other girls in Randy's videos, they described most of them in their reports as being in their mid to early teens. Investigators noted that one appeared to be around 13 or 14, while another might have been as young as 12. Now, as they sit before Chrystul, they tried to find out how she met Randy.
How did the two of you meet?
It was these two girls that they said that I had to work for them, and they put me on this website called Backpage, and then that's when they had dropped me out for them, and then he had gave me something, I don't know what it was, and then it made me feel high. That's all I remember.
Can you describe this guy to us?
He was white.
Okay.
I wasn't really paying attention. I was just trying to hurry up and leave.
How long ago was that?
Last year, before I went to jail.
Was there anything about this guy that stood out to you, besides him being white?
His foot, his shoe,
Okay.
it was a little taller than the other one.
Okay. So you had like two different length legs then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many times did you meet with him?
Several.
Several.
Mm-hmm.
Were you brought down by the same two girls, or were there different ways you got down?
He came and got me sometimes.
Okay. Any other ways?
No,
Do you know his name?
no, I never asked his name.
How'd you guys communicate?
From the girls, they had communicated with a fake number.
Were they still, these two girls, were they still like these other several times? Were they would setting that up?
Yes,
You never got to a point where you just were set it up on your own?
no, I couldn't. They didn't let me. They said that I wasn't supposed to, so I did it.
How old are these two girls?
They're older than me.
Like how old?
I don't know.
Well, you're 17, are they 50,
No, they're like
20?
in their 20s, 30s, close to
White girls, black girls, black girls?
like,
Do you know who they are?
you know.
After Randy's death, homicide detectives quickly uncovered more information about his activities. On the same day he was killed, police received a call from TCF Bank, where Randy kept roughly $800,000 in assets. Prosecutors later stated that these funds came from legal cryptocurrency trading. However, the bank had concerns about a different pattern. Between November 2017 and May 2018, Randy had moved almost $1.5 million through his accounts. Bank officials noted that the pattern of transfers resembled activity commonly linked to trafficking. With Chrystul in their custody, detectives try to confirm her association with him.
Do you think you would recognize him if you saw a photo of him?
I think, yeah. Yeah, that's him.
How's it make you feel to see him again?
Good. Is he okay?
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know. I didn't know I was going to be put into something like this, about this.
When he would give you money, how much would he give you?
Like $40, $60. That's it.
You said the last time you saw him was when?
Last year, if I went to gym.
Like summertime sometime?
Yeah, it was the summertime. No, it was the end of summer. School was about to start.
Where'd you go to school?
From the jail, I took the last week, and then after I got out, I'll go to Project Stay High School.
What's it called?
Project Stay.
Are you there right now, or you're done school, right?
No, I didn't finish.
No, for the summer though?
Yeah.
You didn't even finish the school year?
No.
I talked to an Uber driver
Mm-hmm.
from Milwaukee,
Mm-hmm.
older black guy, glasses.
Yeah.
He says he picked you up on Monday. He drove you down Monday. He drove you down to Kenosha.
Monday night, kind of late.
Older guy, a real nice guy. Said he picked you up near your house and drove you down to his house, down that man's house.
No, I never got picked up by nobody.
No?
I've been at home. Well, I've been at my boyfriend's house with him.
When did you get your Boost Mobile?
I don't know.
How long have you had it for, roughly?
2 weeks ago?
Do you understand how cell phones work? How they work on cell towers?
Mm-hmm.
You don't? Okay. So is there any possible way that your phone would ever be locating on cell towers down in the Kenosha?
I'm not sure. I'm not the one who have my phone.
Who else has your phone?
My girlfriend. Tay.
Who's your girlfriend?
Tay.
Day? Or
Tay.
Tay? What's Tay's, do you know Tay's real name?
No. She just like my pretend girlfriend.
Is she black, white, Hispanic?
She's black.
Okay. How old is she?
She's 16.
She's 16. Where she stay?
I'm across the street from you.
At the house you're at right now?
Mm-hmm.
So right there on, was that 32nd?
Yeah.
All right. So is it possible, did you lend your phone to her this week?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, because she said that her mom and her mom's boyfriend was making her mad, so she's gonna leave. And I said, okay, I'm just gonna make sure that you're okay. So I gave her my phone, and then she left.
You know what day that was? Today is Saturday morning.
I think it was Sunday afternoon I gave it to her. I gave it to her Sunday afternoon.
When did you get it back from her?
Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning she got it back to you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is she the type of person that might go to Kenosha?
I don't know, she goes everywhere.
Does she get on, would she take an Uber?
I don't know.
She look like you?
She's light skinned.
Light skin? She's skinny?
No, she's like
Bigger girl?
no, a little bit. She's like
Well, a medium?
Yeah.
Thick?
yeah,
It's alright. How tall is she?
my height.
So you're the same height?
Mm-hmm.
Does she have, you're pretty like medium tone, like kind of caramel, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Is she like that?
Mm-hmm.
So you guys look somewhat familiar or similar?
She's a little bit chubbier on her face.
So does she know who that guy is?
I don't know.
Is there potential that she would know that he is?
Maybe she talks to a lot of guys.
Yeah? So it's possible that she came down then to Kenosha?
I don't know. I'm not for sure to say.
That's okay.
Delaney also confirms that Chrystul never left the house during that week, but the inconsistencies in his statement become an immediate red flag.
Is that why you didn't go to work then? You went to work on Monday or no?
No, I didn't get to go.
Because she came over.
Mm-hmm.
And then you didn't go to work on Tuesday because she was over?
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday y'all slept through?
Yeah. And then
Thursday she bounced?
Yeah.
Okay. And then she was gone from Thursday till when?
No, then this was Thursday this week.
Mm-hmm.
She was here the whole day today.
Okay, so she came on Monday.
And then
Right, let me just get this. She comes over on Monday at 9 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
This is when you notice that she's kind of off. She's different. She's depressed.
Yeah, then we was talking through Tuesday. We played the game until for a little bit.
And Wednesday y'all
We slept through it. And then Thursday we was talking
Did she leave on Thursday?
No, she didn't go nowhere all Thursday.
So she been here all week? Okay.
She ain't go nowhere Thursday. Like at all.
So did she stay there on Friday then too?
Yeah, we was here today, Friday.
Okay, today's Saturday. But yeah.
Yeah, Friday.
Okay.
Friday, yeah. Then we came, then she stayed Friday, and we woke up today, and then y'all came.
Okay, so earlier you said, well, she just came over today at like 10 o'clock. That wasn't true. No, I'm not mad at you. I just want to be clear.
Yeah, like she came yesterday. She came yesterday. But then
it's cool, man. I'm not mad. I just want to be clear. She came on Monday morning around 9 o'clock.
I couldn't.
It's good, man. It's good. I ain't mad. It's all good.
The detectives clearly know more than this pair believes, but for now, they let them continue.
I don't know where my phone's at.
I thought you were describing your phone to us.
I did, but y'all said that y'all never got nothing. Y'all didn't see anything.
Yeah, what was your phone like again? I don't know if I even heard the description of what.
It's black and it's glittery. With 2 bunny ears.
Okay.
What kind of phone is it?
It's an iPhone.
So here's my next point of concern with old Tay. Have you ever introduced Tay to him?
To him?
Mm-hmm.
To him?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Like before I went to jail, I didn't even know Tay, and I don't know if she know him. I don't like ask if she knows guys like that.
Well, that night that Uber takes Tay or somebody with that phone right to his address, and the Uber driver tells me that he can give me the exact address that he drops that female off at. So have you introduced Tay to him before?
To him?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
So do you understand what kind of weird coincidence that would be, that she's borrowing your phone and somehow she shows up at that guy's house this last week?
Well, what happened? I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened either. What I'm asking is, do you understand the coincidence with Tay getting to that guy's address this week?
No, I don't know what happened. Like, I haven't talked to her or seen her.
And what I'm saying is, I'm asking you the question, do you think it would be a crazy coincidence that she made it down to his address, dropped off by an Uber with your phone? Do you understand that?
Yeah.
It would be like me showing up at some friend at his house who I've never met before with his phone, having never been introduced to his friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just crazy odds that would happen.
I don't know what y'all trying to get at.
Because somebody
came
would...
back down here.
Huh?
I never came back down here.
Right, but somebody using your phone went to his address via Uber this week and went straight to his house from your house, or near your house.
And said her name was Chrystul.
So no offense, but before you told me that the last time you saw Tay was Tuesday morning. You said you haven't seen Tay since then. So you saw Tay yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yesterday was Friday.
Yesterday was Friday?
Mm-hmm.
What's today?
Saturday.
I know I said today she got work. She was gonna come over after work.
No, what you told Josh earlier was that you last seen her Tuesday morning when she dropped out her phone.
I know.
But you just said
She said I saw her yesterday once I actually went up to the door and knocked on her.
Right.
I didn't know that was important to say that I went to go check on her.
Okay. It's just when I ask somebody when's the last time you saw someone, that would be literally the last time.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, I didn't know that was important. I apologize.
For Chrystul, things have been quite challenging since her childhood. After witnessing severe violence involving her mother's boyfriend, Chrystul's family relocated from Indiana to Milwaukee at the end of 2015. As life there finally began to stabilize, another problem surfaced. Chrystul's brother started stealing cars. This time, he was caught driving Randy's BMW, the same one neighbors had reported as missing. But he tells detectives he wasn't the one who actually stole it.
All right, so here's our next issue. Okay. Is this guy right here, his vehicle's missing.
His car is gone?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of car was it? Well, the car that I know that he had was a Pontiac, like a two-door Pontiac, a silver Pontiac. That's one car.
So, like, have you ever seen him then?
Yes, a gray, silver Pontiac.
All right, so I'm going to ask you a question. Again, this is me. Like I said, I'm really straightforward and really honest.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you picking that up? So, remember,
Yes.
he's missing his car,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
We know what kind of car it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've since recovered that car. We've got it now.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
That's really good. The problem you have with that is remember who I went and interviewed yesterday? Chad and I went and interviewed somebody yesterday, right?
My brother?
Yep.
Yeah.
What's your brother's name?
Jeremy.
Jeremy. So we went and interviewed him yesterday at what's that place called? The Juvenile.
Del Phillips.
Yeah. That place over there by Children's. So, and I remember I told you how cooperative he was?
Mm-hmm.
So he tells us that on Tuesday morning, he gets a BMW. Black Ford BMW.
Mm-hmm.
That's the BMW that we recovered.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That BMW is his BMW.
So how did we get involved with this?
In the other room, Delaney also tells the detectives that he knows nothing about the stolen car.
Let's be honest about something like real quick, okay? The other day she had a darker colored BMW. Okay? You know she had it.
Okay.
All right? I need to know what you know about that car. Because I know she told you something. I know you've seen her with it. I know she said something.
Not like really, sir. Like I don't know nothing about that car. She hasn't told me. Well, she don't tell me nothing.
How she been acting the last few days here?
Sad. Sad. She really been like herself.
Yeah. When did that start? How many days ago?
Like couple days ago.
2 days ago. Yeah. Okay. How she been acting around the house?
Like she just been like not wanting to do nothing. Like I just like sleep all the time.
Okay. So you said this has been going on for a few days, like 3 days or so. So you guys both cut. You're both depressed. You're worried about her committing suicide because she's been suicidal and stuff. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna throw out. We walked in. There was a gun sitting on the couch. Are you worried that she might get her hands on that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whose is that? Yours or hers or who's going?
Mine.
Is yours?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you carry that for? What do you have that for?
You know, I had got it last week, but it ain't come with no clip. It just was right there.
You got it last week? Okay. Who did you get it from?
Somebody off the street.
The street? How much you pay for it? $400? You know what kind it is?
Yeah.
What kind of?
That's a 9mm.
It's a 9mm?
High point.
High point? Okay. All right. Have you shot it yet? No? Anybody shot it yet? Does it work?
Yeah.
It works? How do you know it works?
Cause it clicks.
It clicks? Okay. All right. Do you have any involvement with that dark BMW?
No involvement, sir.
Do you have any involvement with taking that dark BMW?
No, sir. I promise you. I have no type of part into that.
Did you ever take that BMW?
No, sir.
She's talking about it with people on Facebook, man. Facebook, where anybody can watch.
Right, but I don't
But she don't talk about it with you.
So that must mean something.
Oh, it's mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing.
However, detectives are sure about the pair being behind it, and this was because of a live stream Chrystul published on her Facebook profile that put her right in the center of this investigation.
First, I had
like 40 to 50 people.
He had got this BMW, and I gave him this BMW, and I didn't know that he had cut his bracelet off until like my sisters had told me, and then that's when they said that my boyfriend, his advocate, had chased him, and then they was in Sherwood. He was in Sherwood coming to me because he ain't had nowhere to go, and I said that he could come over here, and then he got chased by the police, and then they chased him all the way from Sherwood back to Milwaukee. Then him and whoever he was with had got out the car and ran, and then they had got tased and got caught.
That's all you say. You know, right? She got reason to, man. Right, last year.
And even when Delaney tried to stop her, she went on to reveal information that raised serious concerns.
Because I'm too lazy to fight somebody. I'm too lazy to shoot anybody now. I don't want to shoot anybody else. I don't. Not if they gonna be making me go crazy. I don't want to. No, saying what? Saying what? I know what I'm doing, boy. They gotta have me say the whole thing. I didn't say it. What the fuck was I talking about? Shut up, motherfucker! I shot my shoe. I shot my shoe. Shoot your shot. Big baby.
Back inside the interrogation room, once investigators confront her with this information, Chrystul gets defensive.
On Facebook, yesterday, you Facebook Live and you even said that you gave the Beamer to your brother. So you're a sweet girl. We just need to know the story. You know, we didn't know what happened.
And I'm gonna be a part of it again. If I say something, then I'm gonna get in trouble.
Well, the trouble part, let's just put that aside. The conversation, though, is we obviously have to understand so that we can explain that further. You know what I mean?
I know, but I did that the last time and I went to jail for no reason.
Well, were that those other guys? I told you that went out like that.
And this is a really big difference. Because when you went to jail for last time, that guy wasn't involved in that, was he?
No, somebody else was.
Like we said, this guy's a bad dude. He might come off as nice and give you money and stuff like that, but that's a front. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He's not a good guy at all. And that photo I showed you earlier from the video,
Mm-hmm.
You're not the only girl.
Did you show these to my boyfriend?
No. That's why we're in this room and not all together in a conference room.
But we will be in a conference room meeting?
No, I don't think so. Well, I don't know.
Will I be able to talk to him? Can you bring me to talk to him?
Chrystul's relationship with Randy had been no different from the teen who had contacted the police. At 16, Chrystul had also met Randy after posting an ad on Backpage. She had been worn down by her turbulent relationship with Delaney and was looking for small amounts of money for snacks and school notebooks. A girl she knew showed her how to use the site, and Randy was the first person to respond. A few weeks later, Chrystul was arrested. Milwaukee police reported that she was driving a car her brother had allegedly stolen. When officers attempted to pull her over, she sped off. She was charged with fleeing an officer, and because Wisconsin treats 17-year-olds as adults, her case went straight into the adult system. After 55 days in jail, her bond was lowered to $400, and Randy paid it. Afterward, he made clear what he expected from her in his bedroom in exchange. That was the moment she decided to cut ties with him and move in with Delaney. But she hadn't shared everything with him.
Chrystul claimed she'd been raped. Did she say something about that?
She had got when she was a kid.
What about lately?
No.
Huh? She didn't talk to you about anything like that? She's not gonna.
Cause she know I flip. Like,
she ain't gonna bring that up to us when we talk to her.
No.
Has she had any kind of conversations about her getting lately?
Mm-hmm.
No.
It's fair.
Sure.
Like, it's just like she be off. Like, one minute she'll be talking to me about something good, but when like other times, like she don't tell me about nothing. Like only the good stuff that happened to her. Like I don't really like get to know her story, like where she be going and stuff like that. And I ask her that all the time.
So, I guess what I was trying to say is like you brought up like this whole thing about you thinking maybe she's been raped. So we're just kind of wondering what made you think that.
No, like I said, like when she was a kid, she had got, you know, and she told me about that. Like, and the shit hurt me, cause like I wasn't never there to be around, like, you know, and to help her out. But like when she told me about it, like she really didn't want to tell me about that. Like I had to really make her give me that detail, you know? Mm-hmm. And like after that, she really just been off, like quiet lately, like just been depressed walking around and stuff.
For the last few days. Listen, did something happen in the last few days? Yeah, remember we were talking about how.
Yeah, I'm being totally honest with you, sir. I don't have a clue. Sir.
And while she'd been through inexplicable trauma, detectives cannot shake off the possibility of her involvement in Randy's murder.
So the question to you is there any possibility that any of your DNA, any of your fingerprints, anything from your body, your person, would ever be inside of his vehicle?
I didn't know you had a BMW.
Were you ever in his black sedan? So you had an older silver Pontiac. What I'm saying is he obviously has a black four-door Beamer, a BMW, that we've since obviously recovered. And what I'm saying is that this criminals guy, processed the entire thing, spent all day yesterday. What I'm asking you is there any possible way that anything from you would be in that car?
Well, I didn't know that if it was his car, like, I don't know who car it was, but my brother, like, I saw him in it, and then, like, I was just trying to, like, on my Facebook Live, I was just trying to, like, get people to, like, watch it, so I just started talking about it.
For sure.
To make sure that people know me and stuff.
So again, I've asked you a question, and then you talk about the Facebook Live. I don't care about that's cool. What I'm saying is I've asked you a question, and I'll ask it again. Is there any possible way that when that criminalist processed that car, and then we sent all that stuff up to the crime lab, is there going to be anything in that car that could possibly be from you? Did you ever get in the car with your brother?
Yeah, just once.
The black BMW?
Yeah.
This week?
Well, I don't know. I don't remember. I was just trying to.
So did you get in that car?
Yeah, just once I was taking it to the store.
You took you to the store in that car?
Mm-hmm. It stopped.
What stopped?
The car. And then he told me to get out. Then I got out. And then he told me to try to turn it on. And then I got in and tried to. And then I told him that I was just going to leave because I'm not supposed to be here anyway. And I don't know if the car is stolen or not. So I just left.
Gotcha. So did you when you got back in to start the car, were you in the driver's seat?
Mm-hmm.
So you tried to get in the driver's seat. So there's a possibility that your DNA or something would be on the driver's side of that car as well as the passenger side.
Yeah.
How long would you say you were in that car?
About like a minute.
I mean, no, you said a minute, but I mean literally, how? 10 minutes?
Like from the store and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, it was about like 5 minutes.
Okay.
Detectives now consider whether Chrystul is truly innocent, and this is Delaney's doing to protect her. But Delaney's answer to this inquiry is completely unexpected.
I'm not saying you're lying to us, but I'm just thinking maybe you're not telling us everything.
No, I'm telling you guys everything that I know. That's all I know, sir. I'm just telling you guys everything that I know. Straightforward.
Okay. Did she ever talk about white dudes? Did she talk about white dudes she knew? Are you sure?
I'm positive, sir. I'm so positive. Never.
She don't know
Ever.
white dudes.
Ever.
She ever got
And if she did, I want to know who the f this nigga is.
She never got money from a white dude?
No, I don't think so. I'm not sure about that, sir. Like, I want to know too, like, what the f, like, you know what I'm saying? White dudes, like, she been with white dudes or something. And it's surprising to me, like, really surprising to me. That's why I'm like, how much she getting money?
Why is it surprising?
Because, like, she never brought that up towards me about her getting money from a white dude, nor she knew any white dude. She really don't even hang around white people like that. So for her to get some money from a white dude, that's why it's so surprising to me, because y'all telling me this, that she got some money from, it's possible she got some money from a white dude. That's why I'm like this. I'm so surprised right now.
Okay. I hope not. Because listen, she's in there talking to 2 other detectives right now, okay? And there's a car that's missing, that's stolen, okay? And this is your chance to either separate yourself from that or get wrapped up in it. You know what I mean?
I have nothing to do with it. I have no clue about no car, sir. None of that.
But I'm talking everything.
I know, sir. I know everything. Like, I just been at home.
This is your chance to talk to us.
I know, and I'm being honest.
But in the other room, detectives finally have a small breakthrough with Chrystul.
I'm sorry, I thought you said I had. Okay. You know, when we were at the house today, I saw some wigs on the floor. Those are wigs?
No,
Whose wigs are they?
well, just one is mine. I
Okay.
just bought it. I just got it.
Which color was it?
It's red.
Oh, okay. I saw that one. The curly one or the one that's kind of straight too?
It's the curly one.
Curly one? Okay.
Yeah, the straight one, that one is old.
He loses his Beamer.
Mm-hmm.
We find his Beamer.
Mm-hmm.
And you just admitted to us that you were in that Beamer.
Yeah.
Is that hard? Is that the world's worst coincidence?
About what?
Well,
About me being in a car?
being in his Beamer?
His Beamer.
I didn't know that it was his.
Do you understand though? I mean,
Yeah, I see where it's going, but I didn't know that it was his.
so how do I have a girl named Chrystul taking an Uber from by your house, coming to Kenosha
It's not
to
my house. I don't.
near Spring Street, near your house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uber driver says he picks up a girl named Chrystul, describes you. That happens on Monday night. That's messed up. Comes down to Kenosha,
Takes about an hour.
Uber driver tells us he drops that girl off at his house.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's car goes up missing, and we find that guy's car up in Milwaukee. And you just told us that you were in that car, that very car, with your brother at some point, even if it was just for a little bit. Do you understand all the weird coincidences that are happening?
Mm-hmm.
So my question is how does that guy's car get up to Milwaukee?
I don't know.
We believe this is what happened. And we're going to write a report and things are going to happen and all that other stuff. But only you can tell us, hey, did you come down here on Monday? I believe that you did. Did something bad possibly happen to you? Possibly. Because his Beamer then gets up into your brother's hands. But we don't know if something bad happened to you. That part of the story is the part of the story we don't know. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Only you get to fill in that part. And I know what right now, you keep doing I can see you get nervous every time we start doing this. You keep thinking of, the consequences. I don't want to get in trouble again like last time. I get that. He's not a good person. And what I'm asking you for is to tell us, did something bad happen on Monday?
If I say something, then I'm going to get in trouble. I don't want to go back to jail.
Let's not worry about the whole jail and the trouble stuff. This is your life. We need to talk about What happened to you?
I was there. He asked if the Uber, and it was the girl that I said we was together. I had asked him if she could come with me, and he said yeah, it was fine. And then I told her that I was just gonna find her another way to get there. And then that's when I got there. He said that the door was gonna be unlocked because he was gonna get in the shower. And then we was sitting there, and then he said that the police had came and raided his house because of this. And then that's when he asked me if I had his back, if they was gonna question me. And then I told him, yeah, I did, as long as my boyfriend wasn't gonna find out. And he said that he wasn't. And then I said, okay. And then that's when we started watching the movie and called for some pizza.
Okay.
And then that's when the girl had came. But it was dark, so I didn't see where her ride came from. And then I let her in. And then that's when he was already drinking. He said he was drinking and it was some liquor. And then she started drinking. And then, like, I don't drink. I don't like that. I was just smoking. And then that's when he came over there and found me. And then that's when he started touching me. And then, like, I didn't like that because, like, I told my boyfriend that I was going to stop. And then that's when he started touching me. And then I had blacked out. And then, like, all I heard was gunshots. And then I woke up. And then she told me to come on, and then we got in the car, and then we drove off.
Detectives know that Chrystul still isn't telling the full truth. They shift their approach, and it works immediately.
All young girls, too.
We understand.
All young. I think some younger than you. So we think this guy, while he might have been nice on his face and gave you money and did nice things, we think some of the things that he did to you weren't nice and probably had a bad effect on you, a hurtful effect. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
How did he hurt you?
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I say hurt, I don't necessarily mean physically, but if it was physical, how? Or if it was it mental? How did he hurt you?
Both mentally and physically. It was like sexual. He was eating me inside.
I got Chrystul. I can't imagine how you must feel. And I'm not going to pretend to. But I've had things eat me up inside in the past. And it's not like this. Not anything like this. And if things like that eat me up inside, I can't imagine how you must be getting eaten up inside. He victimized you, and I think from the photos I saw, from the videos, probably 7 or 8 more girls your age and younger.
Okay, take a deep breath.
I didn't do anything. I don't want to go to jail. I'm going to go to jail. Because I didn't stop nothing. I couldn't stop doing it.
It's okay.
No, because I'm going to go to jail now.
No, we need to talk about. I need to hear some other things here. I want you to take a deep breath, though. You okay?
Yeah.
Did the girl say she shot him?
No, she didn't say anything. She just told me to come on and grab my purse. And so much.
It's okay. You're okay.
So was the gun in her hand.
What does it look like?
It was small. It was like, did you see the gun that was at the house?
Yes.
The 9.
Yes.
It wasn't like that. It wasn't nothing like that. It was like similar, but it was a bit smaller.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of gun it was.
Well, that gun that you have at the house, or they have at the house, whoever has at the house, that's called a semi-auto. That's the one that, like, you shoot it and it punches the little cartridge that pops out, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see those all the time. Was it like that?
Yeah, I think.
Not like a revolver that has the thing that the cylinder in the middle?
No, it didn't. It was like
So it kind of looked like the one that you guys have, but just a smaller version of that?
But it wasn't a 9.
It was what do you know what kind of caliber it was?
A 3 something. I can't remember. It was like, I didn't know she had brought it with her.
Okay.
And then, like, I didn't know that everything like that was gonna happen. I had just blacked out and I didn't know what to do. And then she told me to come home and, like, I just didn't want to be there no more, so I just went with her. And then she had dropped me off at my boyfriend's house, and then I just stayed there.
Okay, well, okay, hold on. So there's a few things here. I'm following you. We're both listening to everything you're saying. There's a couple issues, right? In the fact that your brother obviously gets that car.
No.
Say again?
I said I wasn't finished talking.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
And then after she had dropped me back off, I had texted her to see if she was okay. Cause like I was paranoid. I didn't know what to do. Cause like that was my first time ever seeing something happen like that. And like I did not want to get involved with nothing. So I didn't say nothing. And then like she asked me where she could take the car to, or if anybody needed one. And I said, I guess my brother. So we went there. I guess to my brother. And then I left, and then that was the last time I had talked to her and seen him.
Again, remember, we talked about this. We understand where you're coming from. He's a monster, right?
You have no business touching him.
You're okay?
Yeah.
Is there a possibility that we have any of her pictures?
No.
This was her first time.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this. If this is her first time doing this, why does she bring a gun down with her to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Do you bring a gun with you? It's okay if you do. It means protection.
I don't.
You're not a felon, right? You're not a felon.
I don't mean you're a felon, no. I mean, it's okay.
I don't care, bro, because one, I don't know how to use it, and two, it's not safe.
I'm sure you don't know how to use it. You saw some other Facebook stuff. It looks like you know how to use one. Looks like you know your way around a gun. Listen, I take my gun with me to the grocery store. So if I was doing what you were doing, my gun would be with me. So I'm asking, do you bring a gun with you?
No.
Never have? Okay. So
because no one would blame you if you did.
Right.
What we're saying.
Right.
Especially him.
Is she going to tell us that she did this?
I don't know.
So at no other point since you got that gun has anybody else had access to it outside of the scope of work? You follow me?
Yeah.
At night. It's always with you. And for the last 2 weeks it's been with you. Okay. And you've never shot it. It's never been fired.
No.
What about when you lay your head down at night? Where is it?
Under my bed.
Under your bed?
Yeah, cause like I got a hole in my bed, so like,
You got a hole in your bed? And that's where you keep it?
no, I just lay it under my bed.
Okay.
But the hole came from when the last time they had came in here and they said that they had a search warrant because somebody had broken glass and they wanted to search my house, so they searched my house and they ripped my bed.
Okay, so the hole doesn't really have anything to do with how you keep your gun. Okay. So Chrystul came over on Monday at 9 a.m. When's the last time you seen her? Before that Monday at 9 a.m., when's the last time you seen Chrystul?
Not for like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Okay. Before the Monday even came.
And that's because of your guys' case.
Yeah.
While Chrystul and Delaney were living together, police had responded to one of their public physical arguments and recently issued Delaney a no-contact order. As a result, he was no longer fully aware of Chrystul's movements or whereabouts. While Delaney may not know, detectives know enough. And as they press her on the inconsistencies in her statement, Chrystul begins to show clear signs of vulnerability and fear.
Is she going to tell us that she did this?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, obviously she's going to tell us her side of the story too. So if there's something that we should know now, this is the time you want to tell us. You're the first person that we interview, right? So what you tell us is what we go based on. So if if you get some of the stuff with the fire, this is a good time to just tell us that. That makes sense. This monster just got shot. Some of your DNA is around there, right? That we can obviously prove that.
The house?
Yeah.
The house?
Right.
Yeah, I know. The stuff that I touched, I was sitting on the seat, the reclining. He had bought some pieces. He gave me some soda.
Where'd you get pizzas from?
I don't know. He said that it was best in Kenosha.
Best in Kenosha?
Yeah.
He doesn't have much pizza in Kenosha. Can I show you a picture?
Yes.
Is that on that chair?
Yes.
And that's from that night, right?
Yes.
This is gonna be weird too. Is there any pictures of Tay in your phone
No.
from that night?
I don't like to take pictures of other people.
Okay. So this time, he said in advance, I'd like you to bring another girl.
Mm-hmm.
You were like, oh, I'll hook this up. And you go ask Tay.
Mm-hmm.
Because Tay does this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I asked before, is Tay on Backpage? Okay. How has she done this in the past?
Like, just the certain stuff, what she wear, how she walk.
Does she walk the streets? Like that kind of way?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she does?
Mm-hmm.
How old is she?
16, 17. She's 17. She told me she was 17.
What's her full name?
I don't know. I just know about Tay. Or Tay.
Tay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you know what his address is?
No.
So something I don't understand is, how did she find the house?
She gave an address. Like I asked her for the address, but cause I was I told him about everything that was going on and stuff.
You told who?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he said that, okay. And then I asked for the address, and then I gave her the address.
Okay. So he told you the address, and then you told her the address.
Mm-hmm. But I don't know her by heart.
Let me ask you a question. Why, if he paid for you for an Uber to come down, why didn't she just Uber with you? She lives across the street.
Because her mom is very strict. I don't know the word for it.
She's strict?
Oh yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, she'll let her come out.
Since you got out of jail, how many times have you been back with him now?
A lot.
Is it a weekly thing? Couple times a week?
No.
Once every couple weeks?
Just a little, because he said that he was paranoid about the police.
After his raid?
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. So, but you said a lot, so then how often?
Before, once my boyfriend went to jail on January 31st, I had contacted him so he could help me bail my boyfriend out. And he said that he was going to see what he could do. And then that's when he had gave me $500. He had gave me $500. And then I just kept it. And then later on after.
You didn't buy them up?
I couldn't. I didn't have enough. I was trying to save, but I didn't have enough. He just told me to spend it on the card that I had to get new stuff for it. So that's what I did. And then after he had got bailed out or released, he had gave me $2,000 so that I could stop talking to him. And then
say it again.
He had gave me $2,000 to stop talking to him.
Talking to who?
He gave me $2,000 to stop talking to him.
Basically $2,000 to go get away?
Mm-hmm.
Was that because of the police raid or something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so my question is that 380 round that's in there going to be the same 380 round that we find? We found the cartridge, the casing, in the house, even after the fire. It sprung away, and our guys found that
Something fell in front of it and blocked it from the fire.
didn't get burned up. So we're going to be able to match that casing to the gun.
You know how a gun works?
Next door, Delaney begins to crack too, and finally starts talking.
I'm gonna tell you what I do know, okay? Because at least we get out of this part. So, like, we talked about her getting a blue BMW, but like all she told me was she took a car from Kenosha. Like, I ain't know nothing about no white dude. I'm so serious about that. Like, but she just said she took the car to Kenosha, took the car from Kenosha and drove it back here. And she gave it to her brother. That's why her brother got in jail, I'm guessing.
Listen, man, we knew this.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure y'all
We
did.
knew this. We know everything that happened.
So y'all knew that I ain't do nothing. It was just that because y'all wanted me to ask me questions.
No, just keep telling me. I'll tell you if we're getting warmer. Okay?
She was telling me like that's what she was telling me. And that's why I was like, when she was telling me about it, I said, well, why would you do that? That's stupid. Like, why would you take the car from Kenosha, then you give it to your brother, and they looking for this car now? They looking for this car. They got looking for this car right now, and I'm pretty sure they found that car. And
Did you see the car?
I seen it. Yeah, I seen it once.
Where?
When she gave it to her brother.
You were with her?
Yeah. Well, I'm just telling you.
Everything's good so far, but you're missing some parts in the beginning of the story, my man.
Cause like I really don't know.
What did she say happened in Kenosha?
That somebody got shot.
Okay. What did she say about that?
Yeah. She was just talking about like she was reading this to me. She didn't say she didn't tell me to my face about it. And then
what did she read you?
The story about how the house burned down and the man was shot in there.
Who did? Who did it? She's crying in there, spilling her guts. Who did it?
Come on, man, 100% no.
Who did it?
You got your kids to think about. You got your mom to think about, brother. You know what dude it was? Right? She told you?
Yeah, the white dude.
What gun she was?
Not that 9.
Come on, man.
It wasn't that 9. It was a 380.
What was it?
I don't know, sir. I told you that gun really disappeared. Like when I say that gun disappears, that gun disappeared. That gun disappeared. That 9 you seen, that was the only gun we had. That 380 disappeared somewhere. I don't know who had that 380. Because I'm trying to tell you this. I'm telling you the truth. Like really, that's why I'm saying.
Can I tell you something?
Yes, sir.
So we have evidence from that crime scene, okay? And we have the gun that was at your house. And we can match the bullet.
Yeah, but it's not that 9, sir. It's not that 9. That 9 had nothing to do with it. That 9 wasn't even in the picture at the time.
Okay, so where's the gun?
I don't know, sir. I don't know where the 380 is. I've been looking for the 380 for 3 days now.
Was it your gun?
No, it was just it was hers, but she had just bought it on the street too. And
how long did you have that gun for?
We were for 2 days. The 3rd day it got stolen, or somebody threw it out or misplaced it or something they did with it.
That doesn't happen, dude.
I know, and that's why I'm so surprised too, about that.
You gotta be 100 with us.
I'm being a 2,000 with y'all, it disappeared. When I say it disappeared, it disappeared. It was gone. There was no more of that 380.
But what he says next pins the entire blame on Chrystul.
How did you react when she told you she shot this dude?
I was shocked. I was just like, because I couldn't believe it because she's not the type of person who kill nobody.
Okay, but she obviously did. And she did it with a gun, and that gun belonged to you, right? Before?
No, it was hers. I got it for her.
So you knew she left that night?
No, I didn't know she left, but when she came back, she told me.
But you woke up and she was gone?
Yeah.
What time did you wake up at?
9. I was like, because I was like knocked out off of the Seroquel. I had took 2 that night.
She sounded like she was freaking out?
Just depressed. Lots of situations.
She tell anyone else?
No.
Do you know why she was at the white dude's house anyways?
No.
To get money?
She said because her grandma rented the dude the house and stuff like that.
Where the white dude stays?
That's her apartment. I mean, that's her house.
That's her house?
Yeah. He just was renting it out to her.
How do you know that?
Cause like, well, I met her grandma.
So when was the last time you've been at that house here?
No, never, ever. I never been here. My cousin stay here. I never been to this city. Ever. Period. Never, ever. I stayed in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Never been out here one time. She didn't tell me like where she dumped it.
So tell me what she didn't tell you. Tell me what she told you.
I'm telling you what she had told me. So.
Okay, tell me.
She just told me that she dumped it somewhere in this area. There's not that many alleys around my house.
Well, how do you know she dumped it around your house?
Because she said she dumped it in an alleyway, and there's only a couple alleyways that's by my house.
Okay, so you think she dumped it in an alleyway by your house? How come you think you're feeling that?
Because like it's by the alleyway.
What did she mention about the sewer?
The alley. That's where
She said in the sewer.
Together, like she just dumped it in the sewer.
And as the walls begin to close in on her, Chrystul starts sharing what really happened that night.
Did you shoot him?
No.
I think that you did. It's all right. Were you there alone?
No.
Well,
If I say something, I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna go back to jail.
we're already there though, you know what I'm saying? Chrystul,
But I don't want to go to jail.
Chrystul, it's not fair to Tay if Tay was not there.
I don't want to go to jail.
Chrystul,
I didn't do anything. I was just trying to protect myself.
that's self-defense. This guy, you're 17-year-old girls. This man had no business touching you. 37-year-old man.
But then the judge is gonna look at it like it's my fault again, and I'm just gonna go back to jail.
Chrystul, we have these cases all the time.
I'm scared to go back to jail.
What happened that you decided you had to do this? What did he do to you that pushed you to this?
Because I told him to stop. He kept touching me. And then my boyfriend said that he had gotta bring it so I could protect myself.
Where did you have the gun?
In my purse.
So you told him to stop and he didn't stop?
Yes. He kept going, then he had held me down. And then I had moved and I got it. And then that's when I told him to sit in a chair.
You told him to sit down?
Yes.
And then what happened?
And then I told him that I was gonna do it, that I was tired of him touching me, that I couldn't take it anymore. And then I did it, then I blacked out, and then I woke up. And I just left. So I tried to call my boyfriend, he didn't pick up. And then I went there, I went back to my boyfriend's house, and then I didn't mean for it to happen like that. I just didn't want him to touch me. And then, like, I thought somebody had first saw me, like, once I had left, so, like, I was waiting for somebody to come arrest me, because, like, I was going to admit to it, but, like, I was scared, I'm scared, because, like, I don't want to go to jail, and, like, I didn't do nothing. And then, like, I don't know if he was still up or not.
How many times did you shoot?
I don't remember. It just happened so fast. I was just so scared.
It's okay. There's nothing to be scared of. How did you start the fire?
I had I was just thinking of stuff cause I watched criminal movies and stuff, and I was thinking how to set a fire because I never set a fire before, so I was thinking of the ways. So I had grabbed some liquor. I don't know what type it was. It was a big bottle.
Was it clear or brown?
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Okay.
It was red, I think.
Red?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
And then I started pouring it everywhere. I started to panic, and then I was trying to clean up after myself, put the dishes in the sink and everything, and make sure everything was nice and neat before I left. And then I started to panic because I didn't know what to do because that was my first time ever doing something like that. And then I just thought that I don't know. And then I poured everything. I got a lighter, and then I had set it on fire. I got some tissue or some towel paper and set it on fire. And then it was the fire was little once I left, and then that's what happened.
Did you wait and watch it douse on the fire?
No, I left because I didn't want to stay because I was really wanted to leave.
Okay.
How'd you find your way back home?
Google. I stopped somewhere to download Google Maps, so I found my way back to my house. And then once I got familiar about where I was at, I just turned it off.
It may seem like Chrystul has just confessed to killing Randy, and yet this is not the entire truth. Detectives have already identified loopholes in her story and start confronting her about them.
That night, when you, at the point when you took that GIF on Facebook, had he touched you at that point?
No, he was going back and forth out his room and the bathroom.
What was he doing going back and forth through your bathroom and bedroom?
I don't know, the projector screen was in the middle of the walkway, so I couldn't see what he was doing.
Okay.
And then it made me make me feel suspicious, so I was trying to contact my boyfriend and tell him, and then he picked up, and then I was trying to talk to him, but he kept coming back out, so I had got scared, and I told him that I was gonna call him back, and then I kept to call him back, he didn't pick up, and then I got really, really scared, and then he came on to me, cause I was smoking, and then I told him that I felt high. And then that's when he asked if I gave it to him. Then he tried to come up to me. And then, at first, I let it happen. And then, I told him to stop because I didn't feel comfortable doing it anymore. And then he said, come on, it's just my last time. Ain't nobody gonna know. And then I told him, I said that I'm gonna tell. And then that's when he held one of my arms down because the blood was in his other hand. And then that's when I turned over, and then that's when my purse was by my head. And then I reached for it, and then I grabbed it, and I told him to back up and sit in the chair. And then he sat down, and then we started arguing, and I got scared because I thought he was going to jump at me or something, and then I just shot him. And then
So that big discrepancy is, he says there's a different gun.
my memory is a different gun.
Right. So where's the gun that you used?
I told you, I said I was looking for it, I couldn't find it, and I got lazy. So, because the last place I had it, I'm going to tell you the truth. The last place I had it was in the living room. That's where I'd be in my boyfriend's house, in the living room where the bed is at. They was playing, we were playing with it. Me and his brothers, we was playing with it and stuff like that, with each other, the guns that we had. And then his brother was playing with it, and we had to walk him home, and I told him to put it down because I didn't want nobody to touch it because I didn't want nobody to be involved with it. And then he had put it down, and then that's when we came back and it was gone.
Okay, well, Delaney says that you did something else with it.
What?
Got rid of it.
I did.
He says it's either in one of two places, a field that's real close to the house, or in a sewer real close to the house, like real close to the house. And pardon me for being forward, okay? You've had several sexual encounters with him, right?
Yeah.
This time you finally decided to go armed, and this time you decided to finally do what you did.
Because he told me to bring it with me to make sure that I was safe. That's why I brought it. I would never brought it.
Yeah, but why did you need it to be safe? He said he didn't know you were going out there to do that. Did he?
No, I just told him that I was going up to somebody's house.
Right.
And then he had forced himself on me.
But he didn't force himself on you. You guys have been doing this like consensually for a long time.
But he had forced himself on me, and like I
I mean, the Uber driver tells me how stoned you are the whole time. Were you pretty high?
No, I was sober.
He said you were smoking loud, or you smelled like loud when you got in the car.
No.
You were completely sober?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Chrystul, in this instance, let's just talk about this peacefully, right? I mean, you killed somebody, right?
I wasn't trying to. I was just.
Chrystul, you made him sit down in a chair and you shot him in his head.
It was like right here. I didn't think that was gonna do anything.
He was looking at you and you shot him?
Yes, he looked at me and he closed his eyes and I I got scared.
How many times did you shoot him?
One. All I remember is one.
I think you shot twice. I'm not positive.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I was scared. I was panicking. I just wanted to leave.
Yeah, but by the time that you decided to shoot him, you already have control of the situation, correct?
Yes, but I thought like he was, because he's bigger than me, and I thought he was going to try to do something. I didn't know.
Yeah, but you could walk out of the room. You have a gun pointed at him. He's not going to do anything to you.
I didn't know what he was going to do.
Isn't he somewhat disabled with the club foot?
But like he was still walking, and I
How close to you when you shot?
I was like, I don't know. I was like.
How close?
I was just like.
Near you?
Yeah.
This, like this?
Yeah, but like, it was like, yeah.
You were standing over him?
I was standing next to him.
Like above him?
In front of him, like on the side. Like on the side.
Like, yeah, to his side. So if I'm you, I stand right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how about this?
And then the computer chair, like the desk is right there, and then he's right here, and then like I'm right here. And then we're arguing back and forth.
So stand up. And show me, point the gun at me. I'm him. How close I am?
Like this.
You're right this close?
Mm-hmm.
And he's looking right at you like this?
No, he's like turning back and
Why is he like this? What's he doing?
Turning back and forth, like he's on the computer and stuff.
What's he doing on the computer?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Well, how long do you hold my gun point like this?
Like for a few seconds, and then like.
Well, he's typing on the computer, right?
No, he wasn't typing.
Oh, he's just looking at it?
Yeah, and then like he has something in his hand, like the blunt. I think
He's got a blunt?
Yeah, I think he dropped it or something. But it was something like that in his hand, and then like he was going back and forth arguing with me. And then like I thought like he was gonna jump at me or something. So like I got scared, and then like it just.
Where are you in the house? The living room?
Yes, it was.
Where's the front door? It's in the same room?
Mm-hmm. It's the front door there.
If I'm sitting here like this, and you're there, and the front door's over there, so you could have backed right out if you wanted to?
Yeah, but like.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I thought he was gonna attack me.
I know, but you shoot him in right here, right?
Yeah.
So I'm back and forth on the computer.
He wasn't
the
on
front,
the computer.
Well, he's looking back and forth at the computer, you said.
Yeah.
You're standing right here, gun pointing at his face, and you decide, and you have a way to exit right now. You can walk out.
It was like stuff blocking me. So like.
Well, like what? What's in the way? The whole house is burned up. I don't know what's there.
It was a container right
like
there in the walkway. It was like a gray container or a plastic container.
Right, but you could aim a gun at me while I'm still there looking at the computer, and you could back out if you wanted to back out.
But
You had a way to exit, is what I'm saying.
I didn't know that if I didn't know if I was gonna turn my back if he was gonna try to do something. So like I panicked.
You don't have to turn your back.
Cause I had to, like, I watched my back just to make sure nothing's gonna happen. And I didn't know if something was gonna happen. I thought he was gonna attack me so.
Well, if he's gonna attack you, couldn't you have shot him at that point?
I was just trying to protect myself.
I don't disagree with that. I'm not trying to argue that. What I'm trying to argue is that you did protect yourself by bringing the gun. You did protect yourself by putting him down in a chair. You did protect yourself by gaining space and aiming a gun at him so he couldn't do anything to you. At that point, you had an ability to exit the residence, and you did it. You decided to kill a man in cold blood.
He was looking at me, then he closed his eyes, and I thought that he was just faking. So I just left because I was just panicking. I didn't know what to do.
How many bullet holes were there? Two in entrance wounds. Where's the other? So where do you guys think? Where are they at?
One in the neck, and then one in the back of the head.
So
how you explain that other bullet?
The only thing I remember was me shooting him right here. That's all I remember.
But that's not the round. The round doesn't go in his face.
That's what I had saw.
Well, it goes in his neck or it goes in the back of his head, which means you either executed him.
No, I didn't do that. All I remember was me looking down, and then it was like a bullet hole right here in his cheek, and then I started to panic.
Is there an exit wound in his face?
They're obviously given the state of the body.
Oh, yeah. I guess you're the only person that saw what the wound actually looked like.
There was a wound to his face.
That's the only one I remember seeing.
Did they say for certain that the one in the back of the head was an entrance? So it could have been in the entrance and an exit out the back.
Possibly, but the X-ray indicated two definite bullet paths. One bullet stayed in the skull, and one exited.
But for detectives, even if the shooting had been in self-defense, what Chrystul chose to do afterward just didn't add up.
Go ahead.
We were on Facebook Live watching you.
And we have a recording of it.
It's like 45 minutes long. You go on for it. Flashing the gun in front of the video, saying that you killed somebody and you were doing it to make you mad.
Oh, that's because we was arguing with this dude, and then he said we was talking about I had brought some guns in it because he started talking about the baby that I had lost, and then. But that wasn't the gun I had.
I understand that. What he's trying to say is, do you understand how ridiculously horrible it looks like that
you're bragging?
You're bragging about murdering people.
It was just a joke. I wasn't talking about that.
You killed a person on Tuesday. You killed a person on Tuesday.
It's self-defense.
Okay. You killed a person in cold blood on Tuesday morning.
It's self-defense.
I don't think so. But you killed a person on Tuesday morning, and on Friday, you're making a joke on Facebook about how you killed people in the past and you'll do it again.
But it was self-defense.
Oh, I've gotten past that. I don't think it is self-defense.
Okay, you don't got to think it.
I don't. It doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what I think. You know what's going to matter in front of? 12 jurors.
I know. Trial.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
So you're telling us that the house wasn't set on fire to cover your tracks, that your reason for killing him was self-defense.
Yeah.
So you haven't been picking up an excuse in the past several days in case.
I haven't.
Just like all the other things you told us tonight.
I know.
We repeatedly
was scared.
were untruthful with us.
I know. I was scared. Because once I get out, someone's going to get me because I'm talking to the police. Of course I'm going to lie to protect myself.
Exactly.
But now I'm going to jail. There's no reason. I'm going to die anyway.
So if you're willing to lie to protect yourself, isn't your couldn't your excuse of self-defense also be a lie to protect yourself?
No.
Why is that lie different than the other lies you told us to protect yourself? Because why?
I'm going to jail now, so there's no point of lying.
To tell the truth.
I am. It was self-defense.
I don't know about the word self-defense. I'm not gonna, let's just stop using those two words. I think that, was there some trauma over the last year? I think that you were tired of this happening to you.
What is the difference between jumping and flinching? This man was physically disabled. He was missing fingers on his hand. His leg was like 6 inches shorter. One leg was 6 inches shorter. He had to have this huge shoe lift added on. How much of a threat could he be to you?
He's bigger than me.
You brought that gun with you because you were going to do this.
No, I didn't.
You were going to shoot him that night.
No, I wasn't.
It just makes no sense.
I wasn't going to shoot him. Why would I shoot him after all the stuff that he did?
Because all the times you've been down there.
That's the whole point. All the things he's ever done to you. Why did you feel like this one time you needed to have self-defense?
Because he's trying to force himself on me.
No.
He's the one who brought me the gun.
Listen, stop.
For me to be protected.
You're blaming it on Delane.
Because he's the one who did buy me the gun.
Oh, did he pull the trigger and point it at him with his face?
No, I was protecting myself.
Out?
No, I was protecting myself like I'm supposed to do. He's
bigger
than me.
So I asked you, if you didn't go down there to do that, I said, I think you went down there to kill him.
I didn't.
Fine. And what was your reasoning for not going down there to kill him? Because everything he's always done for you. And he's done everything for you. In fact, when we first started this conversation, you pretended like you didn't know who he was. But then you finally said, yeah, I like him. And then you told us how he's giving you $2,000. He's bonded you out. He gave you money to bond your boyfriend out, but you didn't do it. You kept the money. You left Elaine in jail.
No, he got out the next day.
Well, you didn't put money on his books.
Yes, I did.
You said earlier you
kept $500 you're going to save up.
It was other money that I had to put on his phone.
Regardless, what I'm saying is that this guy did this stuff for you. You're telling us that he's helped you out.
Exactly. Then
gave you a computer?
He forced himself on me.
Why would he need to force himself on you if you guys have had a consensual sexual relationship for the last year?
I told him that I wasn't going to do none of that anymore, that I'm with somebody. I just needed somewhere to stay.
Even as detectives point out the holes in her story, Chrystul clings to her version of events, repeating the same pattern every time they challenge her.
He's scared of the line. He said himself he was scared. He asked me if me and him got called by Delane, what would he do? And I said that he'll probably fight you. And then he asked me to describe how Delane looked and stuff, and I told him.
So why would a man who's fearful of your boyfriend then do something? Why would he rape you knowing that you're going to go and tell your boyfriend and your boyfriend's going to fight him?
I never told my boyfriend this.
But you could tell him, right?
I can't tell him.
Why?
Because then he gonna look at me different.
But you just said you didn't care if he told Delaney. So a moment ago you said you didn't care if he told Delaney, but now you're saying he can't tell Delaney because he'd look at you different. Which is the heart right there. That's the heart of the reason. Chrystul, Josh told you earlier this is all being recorded.
I know it's being recorded.
It's being recorded.
I know.
And you're making yourself look foolish.
I don't see how.
Okay? Because you're saying the judge is going to see this. And you're absolutely right. The 12 jurors will see this.
I know.
Okay? You're making yourself look foolish on the camera now.
I don't see how, because everything I'm saying, y'all saying I'm not saying. And then y'all saying that he's saying this, and then he lying, and then y'all don't want to believe what I'm saying, but y'all can believe what he's saying. So I don't care. Okay? He tried to me, and I was defending myself. I didn't know I killed him. I just was trying to make him stop. I thought he was going to attack me, so I shot him. Then I left. I didn't know I shot him twice. I thought I shot him once.
So you're looking up at the camera now, right? Is this like a performance you're putting on for the camera?
No.
You like to watch all the courtroom dramas like you were last night on Facebook Live. Is this your performance for the camera? This is your performance for the camera so the jurors can see it, right?
Okay.
Are the jurors going to look at you more sympathetically, knowing that you're lying, and you're twisting your words around, and you told us repeated lie after lie? Or you think they're going to respect you more? Or you think they're going to respect you more when you just flat out tell us the truth?
I don't know, I'm just scared. I just want to go home. I was just trying to protect myself. I'm telling the truth. He forced himself on me.
This is the performance again.
No, it's not.
Trying to get your last words here for the jury.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing nothing. You just don't want to believe me, and it's okay. I don't care. He forced himself on me.
Chrystul, when we came in here tonight, I was more than willing to believe you. But the repeated lies,
I was scared.
Honey, let me finish, please. Lie after lie after lie. I understand if you're scared, but if your reason were legitimate, you would have told us. But when you lie to me over and over and over, do you understand why I have a hard time believing you?
Yes, I should have told you.
And when I'm getting conflicting information from your boyfriend, who you said yourself wants to keep you out of jail.
That's what
and now you're saying
me.
he's lying on you. Can you use restroom at all?
No. Okay. When am I going to talk to him?
Let me go out here and let me just check.
Oh, God. I got nobody. Why you gotta lie? Why do we have to lie? Just let me. Why do we gotta lie? Why? I don't want him to be in this. Nobody will believe me that what happened. So don't even play. I just wanted to kill myself. There's no point of me living. I tried to tell the truth. They don't even want to believe that.
When detectives confront Delaney with their growing suspicions, he confirms them immediately.
So just like touching on her, and what did she say she was gonna do? Like she just was saying like she gonna try to talk to her grandma about it, and her grandma wasn't listening, and she just said that she's just gonna shoot him. Because she tired of him touching on her and stuff like that. And she can't do nothing to defend herself every time she comes out of there.
Okay. So you knew that. And you gave her the gun anyway? Did you know she was going to take it that night? But you gave her the gun knowing that that's what she was going to do?
No, I ain't like no objective of her taking it. Like she just took it on her own will. Like I didn't give her and be like, here you go, take this Kenosha and shoot him. You know, she took it on her own will. I didn't give it, hand it to her or none of that. Okay. It was sitting on the couch, she grabbed it, put it in her bag, and she left.
So I put it in the bag?
Okay, is that why you got her done? So this stuff.
No, I didn't get her.
Just stop.
I know, sir.
This stuff to say that you got it to her because people been following her and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
not
true. That's true. That's true, sir. Oh, that's all true. All of it's true. But that I didn't get her the gun to shoot him.
I'm not saying you did.
No, because you said so you got it for that specific reason.
Because she said she was sick of him touching her.
Yeah.
Delaney is still talking to the detectives. Okay, so you're not going to talk to them. But can you tell us about a conversation the two of you had at the end of May, beginning of June?
Mm-hmm.
You and Delaney? About you being tired of him touching you, not Delaney, but the man in Kenosha, and that you were going to kill him.
I never said nothing about it.
Why would Delaney say that?
I don't know. He keep lying.
He has no reason to. There's nothing forcing him to say anything because there's no charges on him.
I don't know why he's saying it.
Did you go in the backyard and practice shooting the gun?
One time because he asked me if I wanted to shoot it, and I said sure, and he told me to get up. I don't know why he's saying that. I tell you the truth, I don't know where the gun is at. I didn't know where. I wasn't the last one with the gun. His brother had the gun. He's like,
why is he lying on you? Saying,
I don't know because he wants me to go to jail. Nobody don't believe me. It wasn't to the police. They still don't believe me.
When did you tell the police to get?
I'm telling my mom too, and she didn't do anything.
When did you tell the police that you?
Once it first started happening.
Which police department?
Milwaukee.
And Milwaukee will have a report of you.
No, she didn't go to the police. She called them.
No. You said you told the police that you.
I know. My mom and them. And
No. You said you told the police.
I know, and then I said my mom too, and then she didn't believe me. She told them.
So you went to a police department or had a police officer respond to your own?
No, I told my mom, and then she called them.
Okay,
and I told her how it happened, and she said that I was lying.
That's different than telling the police that you've been.
I know. That's what because my mom had said the same thing that I said.
No. You said you told your mom you'd been.
Yeah.
You said you told the police you had been. When did you tell a police officer?
The police was right there.
When did you tell a police officer you had been?
Once I told my mom.
So you had an officer come to your home?
No, she did.
Your mom had an officer come to your home?
Yeah, and she said to tell them what had happened. I told them, and then she kind of cut me off and said that they could go because I was lying. And then she made me go in my room.
And I'm not saying that you haven't been murdered. That's a serious allegation. That's horrible. It really is. The issue is that why does anybody believe you? Your own mom doesn't believe you?
No.
Delaney's in there giving a statement against you?
You gain a lot by lying. Delaney gains nothing by lying about you. You gain a lot. You get a lot out of lying.
I just get in more trouble. Yeah. Because he know about it now, he's gonna lie. Because he hate me now. Because he know about all of it. He got nobody.
We're gonna be sitting in the other room a second. We're gonna talk, all right?
Okay.
You got a little bit of that water?
Yeah.
Watch out a little bit more.
Can I at least see him?
Drink. He's still talking. You need to drink some water.
Drink some water, okay? Collect yourself a little bit.
I did drink some water. I just want to see him. So
Do you want any more water?
Calm down.
Do you want any more water?
No, I just.
Come on.
Chrystul is arrested for the murder of Randall Philip Volar III, and the judge sets her bail at $1 million. As Chrystul's story hits the press, public opinion shifts fast. Thousands rally behind her online and in the streets. In 2020, her bail was reduced to $400,000. Supporters raised the money, and Chrystul was freed while awaiting trial. On July 6, 2022, she won a major appeal allowing her to use Wisconsin affirmative defense law, arguing she killed Randy in self-defense. However, in January and February 2024, Chrystul Kizer was charged with 5 counts of felony bail jumping and 1 count of misdemeanor disorderly conduct, leading to her rearrest. During the trial, her defense team laid out extensive evidence showing Randy's control and exploitation, but none of it definitively tied her suffering to the exact moment she pulled the trigger. Prosecutors countered with evidence that Chrystul had told 2 people on Facebook that night that she was getting a BMW, raising doubts about her motive. In May 2024, Chrystul accepted a plea deal, second-degree reckless homicide, to avoid the risk of a life sentence. On August 19, 2024, she was sentenced to 11 years in prison, followed by 5 years of extended supervision. After the verdict, Chrystul said quietly to the press, "I get to try to move on." Many are still fighting for her release as they believe she doesn't deserve this punishment. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments.